agua. They'll hear all the announcements.
6'5" from Capitol Beach, Florida, makes some noise for Mike D. Mike DiPierro! His partner, 6'6" from Point Beach, Florida, Grotowski, Steve Grotowski! Way to correct it, brother, way to correct it. It happens on the other side of the net. The number 2 seed, 6 feet, from Lone Tree, Colorado. He's the gingerbread man, Skyler DelSol! Look at the lump between these players. They're sharing an umbrella. They're all going to play on the same side. Who wants to play them?
All right. Nate, see you soon, bud.
I think they like that side.
See you back in Florida.
His partner, 6'6", originally from Portland, now in Port St. Lucie, Florida. He got me. He's on camera. He's everywhere. P.O. Marciniak. Our guys are going to kill him. Woo! That's how we do. The NBL is so beach volleyball. Have fun, everybody. Good luck.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us here in Virginia Beach. It's been a great weekend so far. Right now we've got Mike DiPierro and Steve Grotowski going against Skyler DelSol and Piotr Marciniak. Both teams have stayed in the winner's bracket this weekend thus far and are looking to take down the finals here on Sunday. Tough serve from Skyler, handled well by Steve, and looks like it's just wide of the line. Skyler and Piotr go up 1-0 to start this first set. And a big block by Steve Grotowski down the line, ties it up at 1-1. I don't know if you can tell from at home right now, but their players are dealing with about 10 to 15 miles an hour of wind. It's been like that really all weekend long, so it's really added that last factor of ball control into the equation, and these guys are handling it really well so far. And Skyler going up high, hitting deep middle off the hands of Mike.
2-1.
Piotr back to serve. He's the full-time blocker in the team. He'll be running up. Wow, that's 3 tough serves by Skyler and Piotr. Steve passing those middle serves really well and siding out. Score's tied up 2-2.
Doing work.
Late peel, pick up, and side out. Most of the teams playing against Piotr and Skyler have been serving Skyler most of the time, and he's done a great job so far siding out. Seeming to have a slight troubles to start. We'll see if he can find a way to figure it out. Big rip down the line. Oh, we got a net violation on Mike DiPierro. Nothing's getting by these refs this weekend. And seems to be some argument. It looked from this angle that Mike did touch the net a little bit, but he seems to be arguing his case. We'll see what happens.
You have the snobby towel? You didn't know it.
Score would be 3-3 if indeed Mike did touch the net. Yep, and it's confirmed it is a net. Piotr serving 3-3. Do one more point before the switch. Man, again, that tough middle serve is giving those guys a lot of trouble. All the wind right now is coming off the ocean, so it's really going from west to east motion right now. It's cutting back towards the line, making it really hard for Steve to pass that ball. Let's see if they try the same thing now, switching sides. Scores 4-3, Piotr and Skylar. And it's Mike's second net violation. Just need good for a side out.
Hard off the head.
Oh, excuse me, that's an earned point. Well, we got a double contact on Steve. Mishandling the set. Right now brings the score to 6-3. Skylar and Piotr with an early lead in this first set. Again, the match is best of 3 games. If the games get played 1-1, it'll go to a third deciding set. Steve with the cross shot. 4-6. Steve Grotowski back to serve, 4 serving 6. Serve is trickled off the net, and Piotr goes high and hard off the hands. Good for another point. These guys are doing a really good job so far controlling the ball in the wind. Passing and setting looks really smooth, even throughout this tough condition.
Are you done with this? Yeah, I'm done.
And the cross shot's a little deep. It's like Steve got a little too much rolling long.
Okay, thank you. Really glad you're here. Good job. Thank you.
Ooh, and Steve squeaks it down the line, probably just outside Piotr's right pinky finger, but just enough to get the touch. Score now 5 serving 8. Mike DiPierro back to serve.
I got everything enjoyed. All right. I agree. I haven't seen much of him today. I haven't yet. Where did he go last night? I don't know. Oh, I guess we can't keep him back there. He wasn't there this morning. Actually, he was there when we were
Big swing.
Piotr going up top.
Yo, playing with furious anger.
Side switch right now. Piotr and Skylar up 9-5. Serving on the good side now is a really good crosswind. Seems to be an advantage this weekend. Piotr back to serve.
First set. And Styles.
Wow, Mike shows his skills going left-handed. For those of you that don't know, Mike's actually ambidextrous and is pretty skilled at using both the right and the left hand. That time, a little bit of an inside set, and he turns the ball back down the line for a point. Great swing by Mike.
I can't imagine the princess talking about it. Yes, yes. Got any liquid?
Wow, great set by Steve after that ball sat in the net for a little while. Good look by Mike, saw the open court down the line and just did a little choppy. Good for a point. Serve is 7, serving 9, still in the first set. The Virginia Beach stop here in the NBL. Little shout out to our Florida boys, Ken Ammons, Daniel Verkus, Zach Davis, and Austin Clubb. Thanks for showing your love, guys, and tuning in. Score is now 10, serving 7, first set, men's final match.
You want to go stay at the governor's house?
All right. I love your work ethic.
The governor's house. My captain's house.
I love the way
Ooh, nice choppy cross court, just out of Skylar's reach. Score brings in now 8, serving 10. Mike serving from the bad side. They've been trying to go at Skylar most of the day so far. Let's see if they keep that up. Hasn't been successful thus far.
He's never learned how to man up.
why not sack it up his body? She had like hibiscus
That and like
lotion.
the lotion, yeah.
And Skylar tags the line in the very last bit of it. Very precise in that swing. Hung up there for a little bit, saw the open court, and put it there.
I've been drinking.
Ooh, short serve down the line. Steve passed very nicely, and again goes cross off the hands of Piotr for the side out. As the sun's been going down throughout the day, the wind's been picking up, blowing pretty hard off the ocean. There's a definite side advantage. Wow, Steve gets a touch on it. He's usually the full-time blocker at the duo, but it's not enough. It's just out of the reach of Mike. Skylar sides out. Right now they're leading the set on the technical 12-9. We'll get back to the action. For those of you that are just tuning in right now, if you missed the women's final, Kim Hildreth and her partner Marina just take their first NBL final win against Pri Lima and Ann Osborne. Congrats to those ladies who really battled it out really hard through the wind and the long weekend. That was their third final appearance, I believe, in a row, and haven't been able to come up with that W until today. So, job well done by those ladies. Good seeing them fighting for that.
Let me ask you a question. Does this look like a track or look like a track?
Players are going to take the court again. Right now, Piotr and Skylar. Right now with the lead 12-9. The first set of the men's final in Virginia Beach, the NBL Tour. Mike and Steve are going to go to the good side right now with a really good crosswind off the ocean, about 15-20 miles an hour. It's really picking up now. We'll see if they can minimize the lead here.
Really? All right. Wait. No, watch. Look at the top part. Ready? Wait, the top part.
watch too.
Steve, it's a nice little roll shot over line, right off the hands of Piotr. For being a big 6'7" monster, Steve does a really good job at seeing the court and hitting spots. Just because he's big doesn't mean he always has to go big and slam the ball. He's a very good at placing the ball. And that's a great example of a big guy being a big guy. Piotr with a huge angle crush, like there's not even a block up there. Even Steve gives him a round of applause for that one.
You don't need to do that. More sand's going to come out of the fence right here.
Piotr with the big block right now puts the lead at 14-10. Man, looks like Piotr and Skylar are still sticking with that middle serve right now, trying to run Steve out of the middle of his offense, and it seems to be doing a great job. I think Steve's a lot more comfortable running his offense outside, so getting him out of his comfort zone has brought them a lot of success so far. 14-10, first set of the men's final. Piotr and Skylar serving from the bad side. Skylar just making it look easy. I think Steve anticipated a defensive move to the line. Skylar staying at home and holding his ground does a good job at siding out and stealing a point away from the big boys. Steve trying to get a little fancy, goes with the handset over on 2, and even against the wind goes a little long. Right now bringing the score to about 16-10. Seems like Piotr and Skylar are running away with it even on the bad side. Let's see if Mike and Steve can respond. And Steve doing what he does best, going high off the hands of Piotr. Right now it's really easy on those good sets to want to let the ball drop and to hit the ball hard and down. Steve going with the smarter option, going upstairs off the hands, and it's been effective so far. And just wide on the serve. That'll be a side switch. Piotr and Skylar with a strong lead, leading 17-11 right now, the first set of this men's final. Mike and Steve trying to find an answer for this strong offensive push.
Right there.
Oh, and that's a double contact. Wow. That's Piotr's signature bump set. Very seldomly will you see someone jump while bump setting a ball, but nobody does it better than Piotr, and Skylar out jousting the big man. They got some momentum right now, and it's really working for them.
Gentlemen's agreement out there. Take your time.
18-11, Skylar serving from the good side. Oh my God.
Nice set, puppy!
Not really a whole lot you can say right there. Skylar and Piotr really want this match. They try to catch Mike off guard, serving him rather than Steve, who they've been going at all game long. Skylar with 3 or 4 digs in a row is just siding out like a champ. And the ball tags the line. That's an ace serve right down the middle.
Cylinders, gold coin, Mario.
Possible set point here, the first game of the men's final.
2011. Game 1 game point was again.
Mike with the 2-ball down the line. Finds the open court, good for a point. Trying to find a little bit of momentum here in the last few points here, the first set. 12 serving 20. And Mike
Get in there!
going with the lazy underhand serve. I think they just want to get back to their corner and regroup before the second set. Probably not the first set we were all expecting. Both these teams have been undefeated so far this weekend in the tournament. They've been able to figure it out when they've been in this position. Let's see if they have an answer for it.
Continue in a moment. I've got Marciniak, 11-time NBL champion, to help me out and help you guys out. You can win an NBL cap or a visor.
Last night was like
California is the state. Do you know where California is for fun? We just came from there a couple of weeks ago. Hermosa Beach is right. Unbelievable hits. From Marciniak, champion. We got one more real quick. Who can tell us where we are now? Where are we located right now? The home of Club Med
Skylar and
Academy.
Piotr take the first set 21-12. The men's final here in Virginia Beach in the NBL.
St. Lucie, Florida is where Club Med Academy's the home and the home base of the NBL. 6 years in existence. Thank you so much to Carolina Marciniak. Back to the action.
All right, back to the action, guys. We got set 2 starting right now. Looks like Steve Grotowski and Mike DiPierro on the good side. Serving Skylar DelSol and Piotr Marciniak. They need this game to bring it to a third. They decided to start the second set going at Piotr. Serving Skylar earlier in the first set didn't work. Trying a new tactic, and Piotr responds aggressively.
Oh man, I feel like I got like a butt muscle. Hey, I'll be preparing for my
Oh, Mike with the left-handed jumbo. Looked like we had a block on the angle and a defender on the angle, and still he finds the open court. Great shot by Mike.
Like next to the rock, this is a people's elbow. The other leg can move too, like I can move it.
And what do you want me to work on?
Skylar going up high, chopping it right beside the block of Steve. Good for a point. Scores 2, serving 1. Steve chops it over line. Great shot. Good for a point. And Skylar right now is really hard to stop offensively. Not only is he making those big plays on defense, but he's handling his weight on the side out and really presenting a lot of problems for Mike and Steve. Steve goes high line for the 2nd point in a row. Might be starting to figure out this whole side out thing. For those of you just joining in now, we're in the 2nd set. The score is tied 3-3. Piotr and Skylar are taking the 1st set. Mike and Steve need this one to stay alive. Piotr just sliding it by the block down the line, short for a point. Great set by Skylar, making it really easy for Piotr. Seems like a lot of the momentum still in Piotr and Skylar's favor. Mike and Steve need to get a point here and go on a run. And it looks like it just touched the line. Skylar and Piotr don't like it. Both officials signaling the ball is indeed on the line and good for a point. See how this plays out. Just short, Steve trying to rip that ball cross court. If you are on the bad side like Steve and Mike, right now there is an advantage serving right to left. Steve going for it right there and just coming up a little shy. 5 serving 4. Steve going with the trusty high line shot. Great set off that pass from Mike. Ties the score up at 5-5.
I need to stretch myself.
Looked like that was a field goal, either inside or right through the arms of Steve Grotowski.
How you doing?
Skylar just threading the needle. Right now he's been virtually untouchable. And serve is out.
9-6.
Ball almost knocked a couple drinks out of some hands, but it seemed to be all right.
DelSol, Marciniak.
This one's already. This one's already. This one's already.
Piotr taking the set outside. Skylar setting the ball really well. It's good for a point. Score is now 7, serving 6. 1 more point for the switch. Again, this is the 2nd set of the men's final here in Virginia Beach. Skylar and Piotr with the 1st set win. 7 serving 6. just wide. That'll be a side switch.
Side oot.
Mike and Steve looking for some momentum right now, heading to the good side.
Now it's up.
I got a portable one if you got a cord. You got a cord? Mike going for the shorty serve and comes up a little shot. Mike and Steve pulling anything they possibly can to try to get a break. Skylar and Piotr have held their ground. And Steve coming out of the middle slams it cross court, and it's just too much for the opposition. Score's still tied up 8-8. They've just been battling back and forth, back and forth. It's been a side-out game, really, for the entire second set. Let's see if they can find an inch here to get ahead. Skylar off the net, rolls in for a point.
DelSol with the kill.
Continues to side out at a high percentage.
Thank you. Very helpful. I was like counting. I wanted to because I didn't know if this was right.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
Sometimes people get in focus.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, doing it for the favor.
Set shoots a little outside of the shoulder of Steve, but he does a good job of checking the court. Sees Skylar run to the line, and he places the ball angle for the point. Good court vision by Steve. Oh my God. The second jump bump from Piotr this match so far, except this time he didn't set it with a trickery. He goes over on two in the short corner. Good for a point. I'm not really sure how you defend that play. Great spot by Piotr. Not exactly something we teach the kids at home, but he does it the best. And that's a high angle shot from Steve.
Put away.
Right now the score is tied up 10-10. There'll be one more until the side switch. Steve getting one more serve from the good side, trying to generate a little momentum. They need this to win this set to stay alive.
It's not that close from the dictionary. It's right here.
Piotr with the exclamation point slams the ball across court. There's no digging, defending, blocking, or stopping that swing. When you're up that high, the only thing you can do is hope and pray. And even that wasn't good enough for Mike and Steve. That brings us to 11-10 on the technical. Here in the second set of the men's finals. Right now, Skylar and Piotr with the first set win.
This is the NPL. Beach volleyball. Shout out to student driver who made me go ahead. Who wants free stuff from Mari? She made it all with her bare hands. Yes. Premium items. Mari doing work.
Players are retaking the court right now after a short break and the technical timeout here in the second set of the men's finals. Piotr and Skylar head to the good side right now, leading 11-10. Right now, Skylar and Piotr have been serving most of the balls that are the ex-Olympian Steve Grotowski. Seems to be working. Let's see if they keep it up. Wow, there's that same middle serve, but Steve not having any of it. Slams the ball across court. Nobody in the area. Scores 11-11. Mike, usually the emotional one of the group, trying to get Steve fired up, back to serve. Short serve, Piotr putting Skylar up on 2, and he detonates.
12-11. Oh, that team denied.
Both teams trying the short serve right now. That one comes up a little shy. Right now, I'm sure Steve and Mike's game plan has been keep the ball away from Skylar DelSol. He's been siding out at a great high percentage. See if they can find a way to get some points. Another serving error. Scores 13, serving 12. Piotr peels off the net. Steve sees it and puts the ball down the line. There it is. Steve sealing up the line. Big block on Skylar. Puts him ahead 14-13, one before the side switch.
14-13.
Oh, Steve on 1. Puts the ball in the corner. The defense out of position.
Crafty veteran.
Puts him up by 2 for the first time all match long.
And a beer. Well done, sir. Special athlete.
Almost, Turbo.
You would have had that.
I read it. What are you talking about? I'm like, oh, it's mine.
That might have been the momentum Steve and Mike needed to take this second set. Right in the hands of Mike, who's usually a sure bet on those digs. Fortunately, it wasn't enough. Skylar with the side out.
Yeah.
What era? What time are we talking? What era are we talking?
It's always, the question always has to be
Another service there, trying to go short.
And if you're not certain what their problem was,
Some frustration on Piotr and Skylar trying to figure out how they can change the pace of this game.
I take 2/5 of the present all day.
yeah. 1997, no, right?
Hand set it.
Mike's definitely going to be kicking himself for that set. He's one of the best setters on tour, and you don't see that all the time, but obviously angry with himself in the overset, and Piotr makes him pay for it. The score is 15 serving 16 in the second set here. Doesn't get any better than that. Piotr with the hard cross block on Mike. Piotr decides to pull the hands away. So 17 serving 16 right now. Mike and Steve trying to force a third set here in the men's final match. Well, that's the second mishandled pass we've seen from Skylar and Piotr in the last few serves. Seem to be losing a little bit of focus here. This will be really easy for Mike and Steve to run away with unless Skylar and Piotr can figure it out. Almost took out some heads in the crowd there. Skylar's just sizzling the ball deep and out. Probably dented the bleachers in that swing.
Started late, better late than never. Mike D to serve.
Skylar going up high, chopping the ball across court. Painting the line right now, bringing the score to 17, serving 19. Skylar and Piotr still playing a really high pass and set game right now despite the heavy wind. Making it look really easy. Both guys have great control. Ball sails deep. Possible set point. Mike and Steve trying to bring this to a third deciding set, which will be played to 15 if they can take this set down. Mike looked like he didn't like that set from Skylar. But Piotr finds the open spot just past and over the line. 18-20. Second set point.
How far are you from
And we are going to a third set right now here in Virginia Beach.
Give it up, bro. Men's finals right here.
Mike and Steve say they're not going away that easy. They're going to make it interesting going to a third set here in the men's final match in Virginia Beach. Guys, don't go anywhere. It's about to get really, really crazy.
DelSol, Michael. Steven. Help?
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Right now, we have our men's final. Third set starting right now. Each team has won one set, so this deciding third will be the 15 points, win by 2. Mike and Steve taking away that second set. Seem like the momentum is shifted, but it's always different here in the third. Let's see what happens.
I think they're out early. They would like a round of applause for coming out first. Coming out of the box first. Well done. Look at that, huh? Look at that. Big time mind games right there. I like it. Give some love to the late covers out there on this side. Yes, sir. DelSol, Marciniak.
They won San Antonio and Ohio.
Have you ever done this? I don't know if you've ever.
Mike starting off the third set with a nice shot over line. Using the right hand that time. You just never know which one he's going to go up with. For those of you that don't know, Mike and Steve right now have one win on the NBL Tour this year, which happened to be the first one of the season. Oh, just an incredible rally. Steve not quite able to find the line. Huge point right there by Piotr and Skylar taking it away 1-1. Like I said, Steve and Mike with one win on the tour. Piotr and Skylar have 2 wins so far, looking to find their third. Mike going lefty just past the block of Piotr. When you got a guy that can use both arms, there's just no guesswork or anything like that. You have to stay really disciplined and controlled on your block. That time, Piotr pushing a little middle. Huge block by Steve Grotowski. Throwing his hand in the cross court, getting Skylar in the straight down block. Oh man, these guys are really fired up. 3 serving 1. 3 serving 1.
Like, yes, damn right you do.
Sake bombs.
Are you guys coming back here?
Thank you.
Steve putting up the wall up there right now. Skylar having a hard time siding out. Moving to the bad side right now with the score of 4 serving 1. Let's see if Skylar can find a solution to this blocking problem. And Skylar, he's crafty up there, figuring it out, poking over line, good for a point. Never 3 times. 2 points.
I know I should do that.
I think it's there.
We got a block party going on right now. 2 blocks in a row by Piotr, sealing the entire court, what it seemed like. Piotr saying, "You shall not pass."
Spoiler.
Scores 3 serving 4. Third set of men's final match. Steve's showing some great court vision right now, poking across court. Tight set, Skylar ran line, anticipating just the shot over the block, and Steve counters with the high angle shot.
Not really.
Ooh, Steve sticking out an arm, but just out of his reach. Skylar seemed to be finding a rhythm right now. Brings the score to 4, serving 5. One more to the side switch.
Colin, you ran that down, right?
Threading the needle down the line. Skylar finds a little bit of space and puts the ball right there. That ties the score up 5-5. Again, the teams are switching sides every 5 points in the third set. Be a match to 15, win by 2. Right now, scores 5-5 in the third set.
That is a perfect
Not
set.
really sure what happened. Mike kind of stopped playing. Steve's going to want that one back after oversetting the pass. No hesitation in taking advantage of that point by Skylar and Piotr. 6-5, so first lead of the third set. Another tight set. Mike pokes it just outside the line. Piotr and Skylar right now in full control.
Time out of the court.
Brings a timeout.
Give it up for our players
court.
out there. Men's finals. Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, we are back in the third set of the men's final. Right now, Piotr and Skylar with the lead 7-5. The young, ambitious duo right now finding a way to oust the veteran partnership of Steve and Mike.
Hard angle by Steve. 1.267.
That's where you're used to seeing right there. Good pass, better set, and a good side out from Mike DiPierro. Deciding to go with the right arm, slashing it down the angle. Skylar answering back in similar style with the crush cross court. Too much for the defense to handle, bringing the score to 8 serving 6.
6.
50-50 chance.
The ace, the gingerbread man.
Man, that middle serve has just been detrimental to Mike and Steve all match long. Skylar just pounding and pounding and pounding away at that middle.
They've got 3 championships together.
Moving to the bad side, Skylar and Piotr.
And to go back to back. The block, Marciniak. Everything going right for the number 2 seed.
With the 4-point lead, Skylar back to serve.
Mike D.
Finding a way, Mike switches to the left side, sees the open court, high cross, good for a point. Skylar showing that he's a little ambidextrous himself. Seeing the open court down the line with the left hand, rolls it, good for a point. Great athleticism there. Bringing the lead to another 4 points. Piotr back to serve, 11 serving 7.
Great set, 8-11.
Great look by Steve, chopping the ball across court. He's been so good at that all match long. Piotr going off the hands of Steve Grotowski. With the U's, they get the point and switch sides.
Some of you might say Marciniak.
Scores 12 serving 8 in the third set. Piotr and Skylar 3 points shy from claiming their 3rd victory on the NBL Tour this season. See if they can close it out.
I didn't think I had any.
On it, Ziggy. Ziggy. Wake up.
One all. It actually came back and got you.
What it?
Yeah, they said hit the cable. Steve Grotowski.
Did you say me or Drew?
I'm just
Appreciate it. Let some people around here.
It is his own fault. He was trying to be nice. He just wanted to fault.
Skylar, side-out machine, showing why he's in the finals right now, handling the majority of the side-out load all weekend long. Guys like the Energizer Bunny, crushing the ball across court. Piotr back to serve. Another middle serve, mishandled. Mike going with the trusty left hand, and Piotr is just too much of a force up at the net.
Make some noise.
Huge block. We've got match point, folks.
Give your love, stand up. Get your butt up. There you go. Baby on your shoulders. Match point right here, Virginia Beach.
Piotr back to serve, match point, 14 serving 9. Mike poking the ball deep middle. He's all business right now.
14.
Second match point for Skylar and Piotr.
Possible. Perhaps a little injury good. Mike D. Second match point.
Mike back to serve. We got a timeout. Guys, take a brief break.
Timeout on the court. Don't go anywhere. It's match point. We'll Wow. 11-14.
Scores 11, serving 14 with that call going in Mike and Steve's favor. Another match point. And Piotr and Skylar win now their third NBL Men's Championship this season. Bring out the check.
DelSol NBL Marciniak. They are your NBL Virginia Beach champions. And will you please make some noise for Mike DiPierro, Steve Grotowski, taking them the distance. Are you not entertained? Awesome job, Virginia Beach. Stick around.